Good morning, students. Today we're going to start with our chapter number 3, that is Public, Private and Global Enterprises. So before going further with the chapter, we first must understand what do you mean by public sector and what do you mean by private sector. Now, a sector in which all the factors of production are owned and controlled by central government or state government or partly by central government and partly by state government, such kind of sector is known as public sector. Now, what all are the factors of production? Factors of production includes land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. When all these things are being owned by the central government, that kind of sector is known as public sector. Coming to the next one, meaning of private sector. Now here land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship, these all factors of production are owned and managed by a private individuals, and their main aim is to earn maximum profits. So such kind of sector where purpose is to earn maximum profit, where all the factors of production are owned by private individuals rather than government, this is known as private sector. Now, we're going to see the difference between public sector and private sector. Ownership. In case of public sector, ownership lies in the hands of government, either central government or state government. Private sector, ownership lies in the hands of private individuals. Motive for public sector is the welfare of our general public, but private sector earning maximum profit management. Public sector is managed by the government officials, whereas private sector is owned by the professionals. Okay. Then accountability. Generally, public sector is held accountable to general public through the parliament, but when we are talking about private sector, they are accountable to their respective owners. Coming to the next one, that is political interference. As we know that in public sector there is an interference and ownership lies in the hands of central government or state government. That is why it is being suffering from more political interference, whereas there is less political interference in that of private sector. Government control. Strict government control is there in case of public sector, whereas there is no indirect government control in case of private sector. There are several forms of organization of public sector, that is departmental undertaking, statutory corporation, government company, which we're going to see in the further chapter, whereas sole proprietorship, HUF, joint stock company, cooperative society, these all are the business organizations of private sector, which we have already done in chapter number 2. Okay. So now we're going to start with the kinds of public sector enterprises, and we're going to start with the first one, that is departmental undertaking. Now it is one of the oldest and traditional form of business organization under the public sector. These are being established by the specific ministries. These are managed by central and state government. Okay, as we know already that we are doing public sector enterprises, though they will definitely be managed by the central or state government. They are most suitable for those kind of business activities which are of national importance or of public utilities and economic control. Example, All India Radio, Ministry of Communication. Railways are being just controlled by the specific Ministry of Railways. So here are some of the examples of departmental undertaking. Coming to the characteristics of departmental undertaking now. These undertakings receive all their finances from that of government treasury, and their investments are planned as a part of annual budget of government. Okay. Now they get their finance from that of government treasure, and moreover whatever investment they will going to do in any of the venture is planned in the upcoming annual budget of the government. Next one, the revenue earned by these undertakings are also paid into the government treasury. Now whatever is being earned in the form of income by these particular institutions is also being paid into the government treasure. Okay. These organizations are run by government employees directly appointed by the government, such as IAS and RS. Very simple to understand, that is, these kind of undertakings are simply run by the government officials like IAS, RS. Then these are directly managed and controlled by the ministries and are accountable to them. As these are being formed by the specific ministry, so these ministries have a direct control upon these kind of departmental undertakings, and whatever they are doing, they are directly responsible and accountable to these ministries. Next one, advantages of departmental undertaking. There is a strict and direct control of parliament and ministries on these undertakings. Now, these are working in a proper manner. Why? Because there is a direct control of parliament also and ministry also over these undertakings. Next one, these undertaking ensures high degree of public accountability. Now see children, these are working as a under the public sector. They are generally accountable to general public, so high degree of public accountability is there. Whatever you are doing, you will be held accountable and responsible to the general public for that. Okay, the financial matters of these undertakings requires ministry's sanction, budgeting, proper accounting, audit, ensures effective utilization of funds. Now, whatever financial decisions they are taking, it requires the sanction or the permission of ministries. Proper budget must be there. Proper method of accounting must be followed. Accounts must be verified with the help of audit and all these things. It ensures effective utilization of funds. Coming to the next one, that is disadvantages of departmental undertaking. Now, these departments lacks flexibility as there is a continuous interference of ministry concerned. Okay, whatever ministry is being there for that particular department, that will continuously peep in the work of that particular undertaking. That is why it lacks flexibility. They cannot do work on their own. There is a continuous interference in the smooth running of business. There is a delay in decision making. Why? Because for each and every minute decision one has to take the permission from that of ministry. Sanction होगा ministry से तभी काम होगा. So it will lead to that of delay in decision making. All important decisions are influenced by, now see, where there is a central government, where there is a state government, where there is a ministry. So every decision which is being taken in departmental undertaking is altogether influenced by the political and personal interest. Okay, so this is the basic and the major disadvantage of departmental undertaking. With this, we have completed with the departmental undertaking. In the next one video, we're going to just catch with the next kind of public sector enterprise, that is statutory corporation. Thank you. Have a great day ahead. Stay home, stay safe.